Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And today's video is when you get badly sick. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and let's get going. It started subtly. A persistent cough that you blamed on the changing seasons. A low fever that you dismissed as exhaustion. Katsuki, ever observant, despite his gruff exterior, was the first to notice the shift. "You're looking a little green, dumbass," he'd grumbled one evening, pressing the back of his hand to your forehead, his brow furrowed. "And you're burning up." Ijiro, always the gentle one, had insisted that you take it easy. His worried eyes scanned your face. "Maybe you should stay home tomorrow, Ion. You've been pushing yourself too hard." He brushed off their concerns, attributing it to a late night or too much training, but the sickness clung to you, deepening its hold with each passing day. The fever climbed, your body ached in ways that you'd never experienced, and the bone-deep weariness settled into your limbs, making even the simplest tasks feel monumental. You tried to hide it, but it was hard. To hide anything from the two people who knew you better than you knew yourself. One morning, you tried to get out of bed, only for your legs to give out from under you. You hit the floor with a weak thud, the world spinning violently around you. The sound brought Katsuki bursting into the room, followed closely by a frantic Ijiro. "Wyon." Katsuki was instantly at your side, his strong hands gently helping you sit up. His face was pale, a stark contrast to his usual flushed complexion. "What the hell happened?" Ijiro was already feeling your forehead. "You're soaked in sweat, and your skin is clammy. This isn't just a cold, is it?" He could only shake your head, a wave of nausea washing over you. "I don't know," you whispered, your voice hoarse. "It feels different." From that moment on, your apartment transformed into a makeshift infirmary. Your two boyfriends became your tireless, if what, chaotic nurses. "For crying out loud, drink this." Katsuki would bellow, holding a glass of water to your lips. His tone was harsh, but his grip incredibly gentle. He'd fuss over your blankets, making sure that you weren't too hot or too cold, and despite his protests, you'd often find him slumped in a chair beside your bed, resting his eyes, which usually meant that he was keeping a watchful eye. Ijiro, on the other hand, was the epitome of gentle care. He'd bring you lukewarm clothes for your forehead, patiently telling you to eat small bites of toast, and read to you in a soft, soothing voice until you drifted off to sleep. He was a constant source of quiet comfort, his hand often finding yours, offering reassurance. One bad night, you woke up in a cold sweat, your body racked with shivers, your throat was raw, and you tried to call out, but no sound emerged. Katsuki was instantly awake, his eyes snapping open. "What's wrong, Wyon?" he demanded, his voice thick with sleep and worry. He was at your side in a flash, hand immediately on your forehead, checking your temperature. "She's shaking," Ijiro mumbled from his spot on the floor beside your bed, already scrambling to his feet. He had apparently fallen asleep there. "Her fever must have spiked up again." Katsuki cursed under his breath. "Damn it, we need to get more ice packs for her." He barked orders at Ijiro, who was already rummaging through the freezer. "And get that damn thermometer in her mouth, you idiot." You watched them, your blurry vision making them seem like worried blurs. Their arguing, usually a source of amusement, was now a comforting rhythm, a sign that they were here for you, fighting this with you somehow. Days blurred into a haze of fever dreams, discomfort, and the constant presence of their unwavering concern. He heard hushed conversations about specialists, and about anything that could be causing your unusual symptoms. Their usual arguments were replaced with other tense, whispered discussions about your condition. One afternoon, you were feeling a bit more lucid. The fever having temporarily receded, you saw Katsuki sitting by your bed, his head in his hands, and Ijiro kneeling beside him, his hand on Katsuki's shoulder. "She's so weak." Katsuki's voice was rough and unusually soft. "And we don't even know what's wrong. What if we can't help her?" Ijiro squeezed his shoulder. "Hey, don't say that, Katsuki. We're doing everything we can. She's a fighter, you know that. And she'll pull through." You tried to speak, to reassure them, but only a weak cough escaped. Both their heads snapped up, their eyes wide with alarm. "Wayan." Ijiro was at your side immediately, followed by Katsuki, who was already feeling your forehead. "Hey, don't scare us like that again, you idiot," Katsuki said, although the relief in his voice was palpable. He sat on the edge of the bed, gently stroking your hair back from your face. "How are you feeling?" You managed a small smile. "A little better. You guys, you're really worried, aren't you?" Katsuki scoffed, but his grip on your hand tightened. "What do you expect? You're like a walking disaster zone right now." Mijiro's eyes softened. "Of course we're worried, Wayan. You were everything to us." He leaned down and pressed a soft kiss to your forehead. "We just want you to get better." It took time. More time than any of you had anticipated. The doctors were puzzled, running countless tests, but eventually they found a rare, treatable virus that had taken root in your system. The recovery was slow, marked by setbacks and moments of despair, especially pain, but through it all, they were there for you, helping you whenever you needed. Katsuki never once complained about the sleepless nights or the trips to the pharmacy. He'd cook bland but notorious meals, force you to take your medication, and even, to your surprise, read to you when Ijiro was out. And Ijiro remained by your side, his unwavering optimism and gentle touch a balm to your weary soul. He'd hold your hand during painful procedures, whispers words of encouragement, and celebrate every small improvement. And as you slowly regained your strength, the normal routines of your lives began to return. Weeks after you were officially declared recovered, you were curled up on the couch between them, watching a movie. Katsuki had an arm around you, his hand resting on your waist, while Ijiro had his head on your shoulder, his fingers tracing patterns on your arm. "You know," he murmured, "I was really scared." "Join the club, idiot. You gave us both a heart attack." "Hey, I couldn't have done it without you two," he whispered. "Thank you. For everything. Just don't do that to us again, idiot." And in that moment, surrounded by their love, you know you were exactly where you were meant to be. Thank you guys for listening. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And goodbye.